of the case, how it was fought and whether justice was delivered. But I will tell you that I've also had those views that perhaps um, cameras in court might help, but then on the other hand, it won't help. Just as how they speak off the record, that's the same way they'll speak off the video. For example, in my child dependency case, when they were taking away my child, Judge Gooden was presiding, and the prosecutor or the Department Chair of Families was Summer Saladino. And she's going to tell the judge that she heard from the FBI that they have a video showing abuse. And also, they have another video in which there was a sexual encounter between a friend and me. This lady came over and we did stuff. And then they were able to track her down and saw that she was pregnant and delivery of the baby. She said that they went over and they told the mom that she should not show me the child. And if I go over there trying to talk about rights and behaving and making a scene, she should call the sheriff. And also, she told the judge, which is a summary of the whole case, because there was no abuse in that case or in any case. She said that they're going to be tracking this boy to see if he's going to be brilliant as me, in essence. And if he's brilliant as me, they're going to find a way to take him away from his mom. So now let us assume that he's brilliant and they want to take him away. They're going to create a situation. They can either call in or have a friend call in that this child is being abused or neglected or something like that. And then they will go and tell the mom in a nice way, we just want to protect you and the child. Come, let's go to court. When she's in there, they're going to give her a case plan. Uh, it may include finding a job, and they will get her fired. Um, or if she doesn't have a job, they keep undermining her ability to get a job so that she can't get a job, and then she'll feel like, okay, if I could have gotten a job, maybe they will give me back my child. So that because I couldn't get a job or hold a job, it's my problem, and so let the child go. So this is what the bottom line. She wants, and I mean, they've taken the first one simply because there was no abuse. Because I was going on television and speaking and sounding very brilliant. People on TV will be saying things like, I have a degree too, and I don't understand what he's talking about. I've never come across anything like that. And you don't think that when people have a lot of education, sometimes they could be crazy or paranoid or whatever. But in my case, when I came to America, I had 5 degrees. Not only I had bachelor's, two associate and a bachelor's, I had also a master's and a doctorate. And the way my education was, and this is why I feel confident in telling Washington a few things that I think could make the country and the world safer. I feel confident about that. And there aren't those who could feel the same way, even who were watching my speaking on television. All right. And so, if there were cameras in the class, in the courtroom here, what Saladino would have done? Maybe she would have told him this thing in his chamber, or just before the start of the proceedings, or they say we're going to recess, and when they turn off the camera, then she'd make her point to the judge. And you know, this judge, instead of him exercising sua sponte rights and saying, look, this guy has freedom of this and freedom of that, and you know, if those videos were illegal, and you know, get into the legal aspect. Oh no, he just listened and they laugh. So this is what white people think. I am black, and because I'm qualified and very profound and very outstanding, I have some serious concepts that they can't fathom or want to believe. Because I'm black, they feel I'm inferior. You know, they're willing to take my child and prevent me from seeing this child. Now, mind you, I went over to the home with the mom and I said, I heard you have a boy. She says, yes. And I said, can I see him? She said, no, so I've never seen this boy. All right. So this is what I think that cameras will do. I don't think cameras are going to make a big difference, because much of the problems that you have in the injustice happens in the judge's office, outside the court when the two attorneys, you know, bantering around and trying to make deals. Because I tell you what, Summer Saladino told the baby, who's the one that they took and put into foster care, her name was Cherokee, told her mom, look, if you help us get some dirt on Derek, you know, we'll help you to get this child. And so she came with about a 15-page of stuff that I put my penis in the child's face, I pinched the child's cheeks until it bruised, and stuff like that that I felt shouldn't be in the record. I should sort of deal with it. And so I told my attorney I want to testify. No, I didn't have to testify because, you know, you can't force you to testify. So I volunteered to go and testify to establish that I'm the type of person who wouldn't do the things that these allegations were about. As a matter of fact, the mom, she had 5 felonies and 5 misdemeanors. Many of them were for writing bogus checks. She took her mom's check, and she got jail time for it and so on, felonies. And they were able to take her stuff and put it in the record. And so I went to testify, and this is how they were able to convict me. Some Saladino tried a trick, and the judge was saying, "Man, you bring these cases through my court. I can't tell you what to do, but what's it you're doing?" But she's smiling. She knows she's going to get me up there because with that record, I mean, here am I. I have 10 college degrees. I'm an important man. I'm serious. I'm constructive. And somebody's going to put things like that in your record. You want to get it straight, right? And so I went to testify. Bam! She asked me the question. Although we're charged with a crime of child abuse, they have a civil trial. So even though you testified to something else, she could act you with something else that you didn't testify to. So she said, I heard that you and the mom like to play rough. I say, she likes to play rough. I don't. Because she's white, and if we play rough and her skin get bruised and her husband call the cops and they come over and see her skin bruised and arrest me. She said, well, okay, let me hear about the rough house playing she's going out with. I said, well, she will sit down with me and, and I will just show her. I say, I can get you off if I want, but I'm not going to do that. She said, how many times she did it? I said, well, she did it twice. She said, okay, judge, you see, there were domestic violence in the house. And the attorneys protested, saying that that is not the type of domestic violence that the court is using as precedence to take children away. It has to be when the child is at stake. For example, when this mom was playing rough with me, the child was in the living room with her grandmom, and we were in the bedroom by ourselves. The domestic violence is talking about is like shooting, throwing objects, knives and stuff like that, swinging wildly, that a child could be harmed. So if we were fighting on the street, say in the park, and the child was at home, that is not going to affect the hearing because the child was not at risk. You see what I'm saying? So here it is, Summer Saladino, she has gotten her way. She thinks that she's the brilliantest attorney out there, but she's doing some scampishness that one day somebody's going to get her, caught, and she's going to lose her whole career. And I wish to look back into all the cases that she has been able to get people's children taken away and pay the parents and give her some time in jail. That's where she needs to be. She and Judge Gooden need to be in jail.